Any objection to this? Please vote.
7-4.
Item 9, ordinance ordering demolition authorized City of Lake Charles to enter into an agreement for demolition of structure located at 419 A and B Pine Street, Unity Baptist Church, Lake Charles Incorporated. Mr. Hester.
These are hurricane damaged structures. They're residential structures, and you can see in the pictures there's roof damage, exterior wall damage, exterior window damage, all exposing the interior to severe weather damage of the structure.
Mr. Morgan.
Oh, for the record, photographs of subject property, and this, like the other one, was a notice at the last meeting.
All right, we do have the card from the same individuals, Minor and Kelvin. Ms. August, do you want to hear from them, or you want to?
Mr. President, these buildings have been in poor shape, and I think they were damaged even before the storm. I've gotten a lot of complaints about them. In this situation, I'll give 15-15, and that's my best offer.
All right. Recommendation for 15-15.
Just to confirm, 15 days to pull a permit and 15 days to tear them down, all the same 15 days.
Yes, all the same 15 days. However, if there is some progress being made, and the 15 days expire, I'm willing to extend it, but I want to see some progress going on.
All right. Recommendation for 15-15. Please vote.
7-4.
Item 10, ordinance ordering demolition authorized City of Lake Charles to enter into an agreement for demolition of structure located at 3113 Admiral King, Jasmine, Bellard, owner. Mr. Hester.
This is a storm damaged structure. It's a residential structure. There's roof damage, exterior wall damage, window damage, all exposing the interior to severe weather damage of the structure.
Mr. Morgan. Call
Often to the record, photographs of subject property and proof of service through the appointment of a curator.
We do not have a card. Do I need to call it out? All right. Mr. Gein, this is your district.
Yes, it is, and I'm gonna go with 15-30 as well.
Recommendation for 15-30. Any discussion or questions? Please vote.
7-4.
All right, we've deferred item 11 to appoint a curator. Item 12, ordinance ordering demolition authorized City of Lake Charles to enter into an agreement for demolition of structure located at 1809 Commercial Street. Tyrella Denise Harmon, Donna Faye Montgomery Hudson, Diana K. Nolan Montgomery, Wesley Montgomery Jr. owners. Mr. Hester.
This is a storm damaged structure. It's a residential structure. There's roof damage, exterior wall damage, window damage, all exposing the interior to severe weather damage of the structure.
Often to the record, photographs of subject property and proof of service through the marshal's office.
We do not have a card from the public. Mr. Harvey.
15-30.
15-30 is a recommendation. Any questions? Please vote.
7-4.
Item 13, ordinance ordering demolition authorized City of Lake Charles to enter into an agreement for demolition of structure located at 1719 Gifford Street, Maria Patina Smith George, owner. Mr. Hester.
Storm damaged structure. It's a residential structure. There's severe roof damage, exterior wall damage, exterior window damage, all exposing the interior to severe weather damage of the structure.
Often to the record, photographs of subject property and proof of service through the appointment of a curator.
We do not have a card from the public. Mr. Harvey.
This, if I'm not mistaken, someone still occupies that structure. Do we know it was still? And the reason why I'm asking because I passed by there yesterday.
And the structure is in PPDR.
Okay. It's like 15 years. I thought someone I just walked past there yesterday.
So on the marshal's service report, it says house vacant, front door ajar, visible disarray. So I guess when they went by, there was no one there and the front door was open.
So your recommendation was 15-30. Any questions? Please vote.
7-4.
Item 14, ordinance ordering demolition authorized City of Lake Charles to enter into an agreement for demolition of structure located at 1712 North Jake Street, Stella Guidry Gayhart, owner. Mr. Hester.
This is a residential storm damaged structure, and you can see in the pictures there's roof damage, exterior wall damage, window damage, all exposing the interior to severe weather damage of the structure.
Off from the record, photographs of the subject property and proof of service through certified mail.
All right, we do not have a card, Mr. Harvey. What's your recommendation, sir? 1530's recommendation, any question? Please vote.
7-4,
Item 15, ordinance ordering demolition authorized City of Lake Charles to enter an agreement for demolition of structure located at 405 North Simmons Street. Juanetta Hoffman, Bernadine Williams, Paula Perry, Daryl Perry, Dwayne Prudhomme, and Terrence Prudhomme, owners. Mr. Hester?
Storm damage structure, it's a residential structure, and there's roof damage, exterior wall damage, window damage, all exposing the interior to severe weather damage to the structure.
Off from the record, photographs of the subject property and proof of service through certified mail and the marshal's office.
All right, I do have a card from the public. Terrence Prudhomme? Your name and address for the record.
Terrence Prudhomme, 407 on Simmons Street.
All right, what would you like to do with this, sir?
I mean, I know it's ugly and everything, I know the history, but my grandfather, grandma had nothing to do with it. I'm over here by myself, my mother died of COVID. Can I get some type of help from restores to get a rehabilitated or something? You see, I'm over here by myself representing the family, but they don't care. But it was good enough for them to try to save it. Can I get some type of help with the represent restore, whatever, something. I tried to get help from my mother's house, been flooded twice, 2 hurricanes. Oh, it's in your mother's name, you can't get no help.
You have to go through
I tried
succession.
it.
Succession?
Yeah.
But you gotta go through succession before you can sign.
That's what that's all about.
Sir?
That's what that's all about. They did succession all this.
Oh, you've done the
So
succession.
they did it right. That's when they're just trying to sell it, but I know it's ugly and everything. Can I get some type of help with Louisiana Restore Project, landowner, something, some type of help?
Mr. President, I can
Yes,
make
sir.
a couple general comments. The restore program is not the city's program, it's the state's program. But I do think you're gonna have an issue if there's not a clear title to that property. So I think that's gonna hinder you from any public help to restore.
So that's
the
what
property.
everybody that's in a situation like that. It is. You get hit by a hurricane every year and get flooded, but just because it's not my name, my mother died of COVID on the southern. And everybody gone. Y'all know the whole history on the house over there. I ain't had nothing to do with that.
So, Mr. Gann, you have a comment?
I mean, I can tell you now, I don't have the money. I need help.
I was just gonna, have this address what I'm attorney. You say that you all have done a succession,
Right.
and so everything is settled out and all in the children's.
Right, everything right. Right.
Thank you, Mr. Gann. Mr. Weatherford, do you have a comment?
I guess you have however many
Even
years
with-
there are, there's,
Even with a succession, all of them would have to apply.
yeah,
Okay.
it's probably undivided.
They're not gonna
interest
give
for
it just to an
Right.
undivided interest.
All right, this is Mr. Harvey's district. You have a recommendation or?
So it's nothing that we can offer from the city standpoint.
Not for Restore, that's a state program, and I'm not aware of any other programs that we have right now.
I mean, we have other programs, but I don't think in this situation.
Is your ultimate goal to keep it or tear it
I
down?
would love to keep, I mean, it's in structure, it's in shape. Because they came over there, took pictures, that's all of them, they clapped, we could put it on them up for $15,000. That's way before all this, and the guy, the guy from FEMA side house.
It is a
I mean-
PPDR, house, so the PPDR program will take care of the demolition.
But you wanna say it though, right?
I mean, if I can't get no help, man, I can tell you.
Mr. Harvey, may I say
I mean, I don't know what to do.
I understand your predicament. I just want to let you know with PPDR, the demolition is paid for by FEMA. So you have the option of it being demolished, and basically at least you got a clean piece of property.
Right.
If we go the other route and for some reason it doesn't go with PPDR and then the city has to demolish it at a
Right,
later
right,
date,
right.
then we will have to place a lien on your property.
Tear it down, man. Good, thank you. Leave it out for no better.
Yeah.
Yeah, tear it down.
So with PPDR, should he do normal delays or what's the best?
I would
You
tear it down
can,
more.
you can do 15, 30.
And
So, my grandfather had a cabinet on it, I had to get it out, so, what, 30 days? I have about 30 days.
so basically,
If he needs some time to get it out, maybe say 30, 60, and then at
All
30
these 30
days,
days. Which I gotta
do 36.
36.
Normal delays.
Normal delays? All right, any questions on that? Please vote.
7 for,
Item 16, ordinance ordering demolition, authorized city of Lake Charles to enter into an agreement for demolition of structure located 502 North Prater Street. Fernando E. Mendez, Gaten's owner.
This is a storm damaged structure, and you can see in the pictures, it's a residential structure. There's roof damage, exterior wall damage, exterior window damage, all exposing the interior to severe weather damage of the structure.
Sorry, can you call to see if anyone's here on
I
this?
can. We do not have a card turned in. Is anybody in the public here to represent this property at 502 North Prater Street? Seeing none, Mr. Morgan.
Request that it be deferred so we can appoint a curator.
Deferred for how long, or
30 days.
30 days? That's
June
June 21st. Ms. Harvey, you have any objection to that? Okay. Please vote to defer for 30 days.
7 for,
Item 17, ordinance ordering demolition, authorized city of Lake Charles to enter into an agreement for demolition of structure located at 236.5 North Cherry Street, Kingsley's Building Solutions LLC owner. Mr. Hester.
Storm damaged structure, it's a residential structure. There's roof damage, exterior wall damage, exterior window damage, all exposing the interior to severe weather damage of the structure.
Offering to the record photographs of the subject property and proof of service through the marshal's office.
All right, we do not have a card from the public on this. Mr. Harvey, your recommendation? 1515's recommendation, please vote.
7 for,
Item 18, ordinance ordering demolition, authorized city of Lake Charles to enter into an agreement for demolition of structure located at 1828 3rd Street, Daniel Fontenot Sr., Ethel Lee Wilson Fontenot owners. Mr. Hester.
Storm damage, residential structure, there's roof damage, exterior wall damage, exterior window damage, all exposing the interior to severe weather damage of the structure.
Mr. Morgan.
Offering to the record photographs of the subject property and proof of service through the marshal's office.
We do not have a card from the public. Ms. August.
I'm gonna give this normal delays.
Normal delays is a recommendation. Any questions? Please vote.
7 for,
Item 19, ordinance ordering demolition, authorized city of Lake Charles to enter into an agreement for demolition of structure located at 1720 Legion Street, Janet Wilhite, owner. Mr. Hester.
This is a residential hurricane damaged structure. There is a new roof on the house. There's some exterior wall damage, exterior window damage, and there's some interior severe weather damage to the structure.
Mr. Morgan.
Sorry.
Or Renee.
I could offer to the record the pictures. Photographs of the subject property and proof of service through, actually this is 19.
Yeah.
It was appointment of the curator.
All right, we do have we have a card here. Ms. Wilhite. Ms. Janet.
I'll speak for my son-in-law,
Okay. Your name and address for the record?
Mark Adams, 3714 Lawrence, Houston, Texas.
All right. What would y'all like to do with this, sir?
We would like to keep the home. Ms. Wilhite is a retired elder. The funds that she do get, she gets on a fixed income. She started repairing the home. Of course, the disaster struck both of them, the flooding struck, of course. I don't know who's reporting as a blight or whatever. It's been boarded up. There are no miscreants or anything like that in the area. The yard stays trimmed and cut. I would like to move that she gets time to secure funding because she hasn't been able to secure funding. Same situations. She doesn't meet the criteria because of the things that she does not have, not what she does have, which is the will to keep the home. By no means does she want to let it go or get it destroyed.
Ms. August is the council person for that district. What do you think, Ms. August?
Mr. President, I see where there has been some, efforts to repair. It is boarded up. I'm willing to give it normal delays at this time.
Normal delays, which is 2 months.
30, 60.
Okay, I'll be frank with you guys. She's still trying to secure finances. Within 60 days, with the way the process is, I doubt if that'll transpire. With that being said, do we simply come back and go through the process
Yes.
again?
Yes,
If that's how it goes?
yes.
No, if it's 30, if we're doing normal delays, it would be after 30 days. If a permit is not pulled, the city's authorized to demolish the property. And if that-
Okay, she pulled a permit to get the roofing done.
Okay. But the remainder, which is the boarding up of the structure, that's the part that is still in a condemnable state. That would have to be done within 60 days, and the permit to make those repairs would have to be pulled within 30 days.
She was told to board the property up to keep it safe.
Well, that's to keep it secure, but the city's ordinances don't allow it to stay boarded up forever.
Ordered to keep it safe, but not long enough to secure funding to get it repaired, or we'll tear it down. That's the way I'm hearing it.
But how long has it been boarded up?
The house has been boarded up since she acquired it, which was right before the storms.
So
And she's been going in, doing what she can. The funding that she is getting is coming from my wife and myself.
city ordinance allows you to board up a property, a residential property, for 2 years, so it's been boarded up for more than 2 years.
The storms struck and she was in a FEMA home for almost a year. The last monies that she did for 2 years, the last money she did have, she had to dig the main drain so they can tap into the FEMA trailer to allow her sewer to be able to flow. That was $5,000 something. That was the last of her funding. She couldn't put it toward her home because she needed to get a FEMA home because she needed a place to stay, as she is now in this state. If she does secure any funding, she has to find a place to stay because she doesn't have a place to stay. But she also needs to get this house fixed, as we all understand. She can't do two. She has to choose. Do I live in something sufficing that I can be able to survive, or do I fix a home that will give me the same thing, but it's gonna take time? She's applied to every program out there, still talking with FEMA, still talking with the Restore program, and the landlord program. I came down here a month ago. I'm doing whatever I can, but
Mr. Guillen, you have a comment?
I'm in this office.
I'm sorry. And the mayor would like to say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it can't be boarded for longer than 2 years, why doesn't she take the boards out right now? And then, how long could the boards stay off before she'd have to put them back up again to secure? It's sort of like when they put you at the hospital, and then,
I
you
get
stay
what you're
out for a while, and then you go back and it starts all over again. It seems to be boarded up securely, but we don't want it to stay up boarded indefinitely. So if they take the boards down and keep a close watch on it and wait a certain amount of time and then put the boards back up as they get the money with their count.
I don't think that's the intent of the ordinance, but that's for the council.
I understand the intent, but she still cooperate within the guidelines of the ordinance. The boards are creating a blight that says it needs to be taken
We can
down.
make this all more simple if you just give them more time.
Okay, can I say
Time.
something
Well,
on that?
he's saying he doesn't have the money right now.
Right, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days will not suffice. I will say that without me even knowing the
All right,
process.
Mr. Guillen?
Let me say this. The first thing we need to look at, as far as we can see the outside structure of the house, there's nothing wrong with that. I noticed that the roof has been done. The bottom line is, why is it boarded up in the first place? Is it eligible to be torn down because no one lives there? The bottom line is, to me, if you take the boards off, make sure you have windows all the way around like a normal house that live in. Then when you get a chance, you come in and do what you need to do inside, because it's livable inside. Well,
It's not livable inside.
Sheet rock is taken down.
well, it's a personal home at that time. It's nothing outside the home. I'm just saying what I'm saying. That reflects upon our ordinance. If that's like a person having a damaged room, or a damaged two room, they fix up their house inside to meet. So how can that work, Mr. Martin? If they would fix up, have their windows installed, maybe burglar bars, if that needs to be the case. What's wrong with that?
That's all that would be required.
Case closed.
All right, Mr. Mayor, you have a comment?
I'm just gonna ask, with the Restore program, is this her primary residence?
Correct,
Okay, and she has homestead exemption at this location?
correct.
Okay, and she lived here during the time of the storm?
Yes,
Okay. And has she been denied by Restore?
yes.
Do you know
At
why?
every
Do
turn.
you know why she was denied?
No. I'm not directly involved with the process. What they're telling us is no clear indicators.
Did she file?
It's accepted or not.
Did she file a claim with FEMA?
Yes, that's how she got the trailer. In there for 2 years. They just took the trailer a month ago, Monday, this past Monday.
All right, so where are we, Ms. August?
So are the window, are there,
We have to have a starting point, I'll give 9120, okay?
9120.
90 days to pull a permit, 120 days to start the work on it, I mean, that's like, what, 4 months?
Yes, ma'am.
4
Recommend,
months?
recommend,
And if you can't do it in that time, then you can always come back and retry again, you know, or get an extension, but the 4 months is all I
Can I-
can give you.
Ms. August, can I make a recommendation that we defer it for 3 months and then bring it back for another hearing?
That would be better, all right, Ms. President, I recommend we defer the 3 months.
all right, from Ms. Thibodeau, 3 months.
And that
Yes.
means he doesn't have to pull a permit?
correct.
You'll be retired by
Have to pull a
then.
permit.
Okay, now I wanna be clear on the boarding. Do I remove the boarding?
No.
No.
And Mr. President, if I may.
Yes, sir.
I will check with Restore to see why she was
16.
denied. And I will ask for some attention on that, application.
I'm gonna hook around until you finish, so I can be sure to get your information, because I don't want it, as most persons are going to say, what will happen.
Well, look, again, the Restore program is not the city's program, it's the state's program.
Right.
So I'm gonna do my best.